I was walking past the shops, just a lazy afternoon, with my trilby at a tilt and my shoes a bit off tune. Saw a girl in Woolworths weighing sweets in little scoops. I said, "Miss, I like your pear drops." She said, "Sir, keep off me fruits." Walking past the shops, looking for a likely lass, one with decent manners and a sturdy shopping basket. If she's got the coupons, I don't mind the queue. I'll share my rations gladly if she'll share a smile or two. Oh, won't you? Met a blonde in Boots the chemist, powder on her nose. Said, "I'm seeking something soothing for my troubles and my toes." She winked and whispered softly, "Sir, I know just what you mean. You look like you need a tonic." Gave me vinegar and hair cream. Walking past the shops, looking for a likely lass, one who likes a window but still lets a bargain pass. If her stocking's ladder, I'll just hold her hand. We can patch things up together with a needle and a dance. Down by the butcher's met a beauty at the till. Said, "I fancy a nice bit of meat if you've got some left to grill." She blushed and said, "You're forward, sir. You're giving me the chops." I said, "I'm only browsing, love." She said, "Then keep walking past the shops." Walking past the shops, looking for a likely lass, one to share a doorstep and a tepid cup of glass. If she'll take my arm, I'll take her weekly bill. 2 hearts on the installment plan, paying later for the thrill. Oh, what a deal. So I'm walking past the shops, whistling as I roam, till some likely lass decides to lug my bags back home. I'm strolling down to Blackpool shore, my bucket and my brew. The tram bells ring, the children sing, the sky a cloudy blue. Past traffic on the busy road, over here, it's over here. A garden green, right by the busy street. Jubilee Gardens by the sea, where the waves tell history. 3 brave bobbies answered cries on a storm-tossed angry tide. Jubilee Gardens, flowers bright, keep their names in morning light. We laugh and play, but quietly we tip our caps beside the sea. There's plaques along the winding path with stories carved in stone of officers who rushed to help and never made it home. The gulls all swoop, the prams roll by, the chips smell warm and sweet. Yet something stills the joking talk around this peaceful seat. Jubilee Gardens by the sea, where the waves tell history. 3 brave bobbies answered cries on a storm-tossed angry tide. Jubilee Gardens, flowers bright, keep their names in morning light. We laugh and play, but quietly we tip our caps beside the sea. They heard the shout, they didn't wait, they ran straight to the phone. They gave their hearts to save a life and never made it home. So when the fairground lights come on and crowds begin to cheer, we pause a moment, nod our heads for heroes resting here. Jubilee Gardens by the sea, where the waves tell history. 3 brave bobbies answered cries on a storm-tossed angry tide. Jubilee Gardens, flowers bright, keep their names in morning light. We laugh and play, but quietly we tip our caps beside the sea. Took our Gladys out today for a change of sea and air. She said, show me something natural. I said, you'll have to grin and bear. We found some famous formations. Guidebook said they're quite a shock. She gasped, oh my, they're massive. I said, love, that's just the rock. It's a bright sunny day on these lovely rock sculptures. Steady on, don't slip or you'll end up in a state. Careful where you put your hand, they're smooth through years of wear. And if you grip too tight, they'll start to radiate. Yes, a bright sunny day with these well-worn rock sculptures. People come from miles just to have a little stare. Take a picture if you like, just don't squeeze them out of spite. They're public property, so share. A vicar led a church trip, said we'll marvel at the stone, then blushed and dropped his pamphlet when he saw one on its own. He stammered, goodness gracious, that's the biggest one I've seen. I said you should see them at high tide, they rise up twice as keen. It's a bright sunny day on these lovely rock sculptures. Every shape and size, something for every taste. Some are short and some are tall, some are leaning, bound to fall. Best to take your time, you mustn't rush in haste. Yes, a bright sunny day with these crowd-pleasing sculptures. Coach loads here at noon, it's a very busy spot. If you feel one start to sway, just support it where you may. You'll keep the tourist board on top. Our councillor's campaigning says we'll polish up the view. He's out there every weekend giving each one quite a rub through. He says it's for the funding. I say council work is hard, but he's whistling as he buffs them all day in that yard. Ooh, steady! bright sunny day on these lovely rock sculptures by the promenade. They're an absolute delight. When the evening shadows grow, they look ruder down below. That's when locals say they're at their best at night. Yes, a bright sunny day with these headline rock sculptures. Bring your aunt and uncle, let them join the little flock. If they toot and start to frown, tell them, eyes up, not down. We're just here admiring the rock. Oh yes, we're only here admiring the rock.
For a stroll, just a harmless look about, with my flask of lemonade and my respectable clout. The vicar's wife said, careful lad, the cliff path's steep and long. I said, I've managed shorter drops and still come up quite strong. It's a bright sunny day on these rocks, balancing proper as a fox in its socks. 1 foot here, 1 foot there, doing daring little hops on a bright sunny day on these rocks. I found a little crevice with a view of all the bay. A sign said, do not scramble, but I scrambled anyway. A lady gasped, you're very bold, you'll give yourself a shock. I said, I've handled harder places, madam, that were twice as hard to block. Steady, it's a bright sunny day on these rocks. Got the gulls looking shocked as I clamber around the locks. If I slide down low, well, I might just lose my socks on a bright sunny day on these rocks. Now some chaps like their gardens neat, their hedges trimmed just so. I'm happier with jagged bits where decent folk don't go. You call it risky business, I call it daily fun. I've always fancied tricky shapes that glisten in the sun. Oh my. Up, clipboard in his hand, he said, that posture's dangerous, it really should be banned. I said, I filled in many forms in much more awkward spots. You try ticking every box while you're perched upon your thoughts. What again? It's a bright sunny day on these rocks. Every bump, every curve, every little twist and notch. If I stay till dark, I'll be counting all my knocks. But it's worth one more day on these rocks. So if you see me wobbling where the braver fellow flocks, just wink and say he's very keen on his bright sunny day on those rocks.
I've been to the pictures and seen every show, and walked on the piers where the salty winds blow. The football is champion, the shops are a treat, but I'm taking Mary Jane off the main street. We're heading for North Shore where boulders are big, to give my old scraper a bit of a rig. She's looking for bargains in every crevice, while I'm giving the rubbish a bit of a service. So I'm poking my stick in a cranny so deep, bold brawny breakers behave on the steep. I'm pulling out treasures from under the stone. Small silver seashells shall start on their own. The Golden Mile's busy with candy and floss, but here on the rocks I'm the absolute boss. I'm handling the refuse and clearing the muck in a tight little corner with plenty of luck. She's looking for bargains in every crevice, while I'm giving the rubbish a bit of a service. So I'm poking my stick in a cranny so deep, bold brawny breakers behave on the steep. I'm pulling out treasures from under the stone. Small silver seashells shall start on their own. Well, I'll go to the foot of our stairs. What a lark, it's turned out nice again, even in the dark.
Walking along the beach, looking for things to find. I'm hopping over boulders and slippy old stones. It's champion for stretching my weary old bones. There's wrappers from toffee and old ginger beer, but I'll have it all tidy and crystal and clear. Stop your faffing and lend me a hand to pick up the clutter that's ruining the sand. We're bagging the cartons and bits of a shoe. Bright brassy buttons behave for you. The promenade's looking so tidy and neat. Small silver seagulls shall surely eat. I'm Rita's a trivet and strong in the back, stuffing the junk in a heavy old sack. Don't be a monkey pup, put it away, or we'll have a right mess on a Lancashire day. Stop your faffing and lend me a hand to pick up the clutter that's ruining the sand. We're bagging the cartons and bits of a shoe. Bright brassy buttons behave for you. The promenade's looking so tidy and neat. Small silver seagulls shall surely eat. Put your wood into hole and leave it all clean. The finest old beach that there's ever been. Small silver seagulls shall surely eat.
I'm scrambling o'er the boulders with Mary Jane behind. I'm hunting for rubbish in every dark crack, while Mary Jane's watching and patting my back. It's a slippery business to get a good grip, but I'm careful to ensure that I don't let it slip. She says that my movement's a champion to see. I'm out in public and I might just wanna pee. Oh, I'm poking my stick in a tight little spot. Cans of blue bottles behave a lot. I'm pulling out treasures all covered in grime. Use green glass bottles covered in slime. Are all smooth, hover and reach up so high. They're reaching for Mary Jane's wink and her eye. I've found an old tin that's been stuck for a week. It's a greatly sensation to find what I seek. She says that my movement's a champion to see. I'm out in public and I might just wanna pee. Oh, I'm pulling out treasures all covered in grime. Use green glass bottles covered in slime. Well, I'll go to the foot of our stairs, what a lark. We'll finish our poking before it gets dark. Mary Jane and me are cleaning up the coast. I'm reaching for something that's buried and deep, while Mary Jane's waiting and having a peek. It's not but a wrapper, but it's hard to get out, though I'm sturdy and strong, and I'm wondering about. She says, put your back in it, give it a tug, as I'm clearing the filth from the hole that I've dug. Oh, my sack is so heavy and bulging and wide. Bold brassy buckets behave with pride. I'm filling it up with a rhythmic refrain. Sweet salty spirits shall surely remain. I'm read as a trivet and ready for more, as I'm handling the refuse along the seashore. She says that my technique is ever so grand when I'm holding my tool with a firm little hand. She says, put your back in it, give it a tug, as I'm clearing the filth from the hole that I've dug. Oh, my sack is so heavy and bulging and wide. Bold brassy buckets behave with pride. I'm filling it up with a rhythmic refrain. Sweet salty spirits shall surely remain. Put your wood in the hole, it's turned out nice again. I'm champion at cleaning for my Mary Jane. I'm standing on the North Shore, looking at the tower, It's a greatly big pillar that stands on the cliff. It's ever so sturdy and awfully stiff. The lasses all giggle and give it a stare as it rises so proudly into the air. I'm fair clem for a look at the top of the shaft, though Mary Jane says that I'm being quite daft. Oh, it goes up and down in a narrow old track. Big brassy boxes behave at the back. I'm pressing the button to give it a start. Small silver springs shall surely part. It's not but a concrete and vertical thing, but it gives all the ladies a bit of a fling. I'm handling the lever with delicate care to see if there's anyone dangling there. I'm fair clem for a look at the top of the shaft, though Mary Jane says that I'm being quite daft. Oh, it goes up and down in a narrow old track. Big brassy boxes behave at the back. I'm pressing the button to give it a start. Small silver springs shall surely part. It's turned out nice again, standing so tall. The biggest erection in Blackpool of all. Mary Jane and me are waiting for the lift. I'm checking the grease on the long iron pole, while Mary Jane's peeping right into the hole. She says, "Is it ready to give us a ride?" as I'm beckoning gently for her to step inside. Stop your faffing and let's get it moving along. It's remarkably steady and ever so strong. Oh, it's sliding so smoothly and reaching the peak. Bold brawny brackets behave for a week. I'm holding the railing and feeling the throb. Silly small switches shall start the job. Stairs, what a height. It's a champion way to spend most of the night. Its reach is a trivet and perfectly round as it plunges its nose right back into the ground. Stop your faffing and let's get it moving along. It's remarkably steady and ever so strong. Oh, it's sliding so smoothly and reaching the peak. Bold brackets behave for a week. I'm holding the railing and feeling the throb. Silly small switches shall start the job. Put your wood in the hole, don't let it get stuck. With a North Shore tower, you're always in luck.